after their draw against. Ball swung up the field, kicks it over the other side to Matthew Reed. Looking at his options, and gives it to Ferruzzi. Blue Jays will send it. Oliver Martin will send it across the box. Gets away. Sasaki fed the ball, facing pressure from two defenders. Is knocked down in the box. The whistle blows.
As we look at the replay here, we can see how Sasaki does a great job of forcing.
That'll be the Wolverines' first goal of the night on the first attempted penalty kick.
Here, beautiful shot in the bottom right corner.
A little bit of misdirection on Hudson there, and I think a lot of battling going on in the midfield right now. Who appears to be Sasaki, tries to pass and is unsuccessful. We'll go to Arilla. Dished far up the field, and goal. Feed it over to Joao Paulo Ramos. Switches the field over to Sasaki. But you can't be giving the Wolverines so many opportunities to move the ball up the field, move it closer to your net.
Absolutely, that's something that you want to avoid. Lost veteran defender Savic last week, or on Sunday, excuse me, when he got a red card.
Go on a bit of a break until he eventually slows down. Cassidy looks to make a ball is attempted because this game progresses, and we saw those early fouls. We're seeing a lot of trying to go up against Goldson, but that Michigan back line, as we've talked, the wings again fed to Sasaki, met with quite a good amount of Blue Jay pressure. We send it into the middle and launched into the back of the net, gets right past Hudson.
Beautiful
Another
header
goal for the Wolverines. The entire team being pretty dynamic and being able to play up when necessary. That placement of the shot, Louis, I mean, if you have anything to add to this.
As we mentioned at the start of the
Sasaki on the run, being met with some more pressure, feeds it over to Mendez, who tries to launch another shot and it'll be deflected. Gets a little turned around there, and Vromont looks to work his way closer. But Goldson gets in the, and it's fed up the field to Edelman. He'll be looking for his options in the center. Vromont back with the ball. It's knocked down. You see Vromont there with the ball. So Martin kind of
there is a bit.
Yeah, from this angle, it's difficult to tell. And the Blue Jays will have. Speeds up, and the ball gets past Goldson. Michigan Soccer Stadium.
And a beautiful penalty taken here by Arilla. Very calm and composed. Slots it in the bottom right corner, just past.
To Reed, who's on the ground. Vermont with the ball in the box. Looking around for his options. Feeds it to Ferruzzi. Looks to Vromont, giving Goldson some of the most. Sasaki weaving things inside, and it is knocked in. It is 3-1 Michigan after this goal from Mendez. At that through pass, just gets past everybody, but not Mendez. Not Mendez. Around that back line as it gets away from him. And the shot is too high from Fisher. Ball fed to Dylan Davis. Looking to weave a little bit and launch it up to O'Toole. Heads it over. Ramirez goes for the cross. And Cavalcanti will get in the back fairly simply. Murphy Parker going for the ball there, but Blue Jays will send it back down towards Goldson. Sends it to Bragg. To Martin Herrera, not to be confused with Martin Herrera. Readies himself with strong Creighton presence in the box as Goldson gets his hands on it, able to deflect it. Launches it in the center. Tries to get it to Dave. Creighton playing around with the ball. Blue Jays are Try to cross one over to. There is going to be a bit of a one-on-one situation here. And it also is very important as it happened close to the penalty box. Setting up for the kick that sails over everybody's. Ball's launched up. Is towed around there. As a cross is attempted, giving his way through. A bit of a one-on-one situation, but Goldson will a little bit faster now, trying to determine that tempo themselves. Ball fed in the center and want to control this game. Goldson able to deflect it. Ball's pulled around by some Creighton. It's got it in the center and some control of the game, the pace you're playing at, and playing that dynamic offense and defense, being able to have off against Edelman. Ramirez with the ball. Attempts a cross over to Cassidy. As Fisher tries to put it in the back of the net, but Hudson.
They're up a little bit more and more as some frustration kicks in.
Triple team as Kyle Pearson tried.
Flexible, and I can play in many different positions.
Sasaki facing off against Edelman, looking at the shot up, facing pressure around a week ago.
Like Edelman and Cavalcanti, who have tried to.
The Wolverines. The ball's fed up to Sasaki, and Cassidy did just come out of the game for Martins.
And you can see the back line of Creighton telling it.
You see them attempt to penetrate the box here. Reed now fighting to keep the ball on the Michigan defensive path. Launched deep towards Hudson, who gets a piece of it, deflects it, and sends it back down the field.
Great save there by Hudson to push back the Michigan offensive.
O'Toole sent it back to the other side, hoping to make something happen here. Finds one in Shimanishi. Arilla with the ball. Arilla, who makes his way into the box, tries to cross it, and it is deflected by Joe Arena. Launched in the center, and Goldson gets his hands on it. Field over to Shimanishi. Tries to put one over to Ramadan, who's in the box and is unsuccessful with a minute and a